The evening began like any other high-profile Hollywood event: velvet ropes, flashing cameras, and a sea of designer gowns gliding down the entranceway. But behind the polished smiles and carefully choreographed appearances, something far more dramatic was unfolding. The secret Los Angeles charity gala, attended by A-list celebrities and industry power players, became the stage for a moment that sent shockwaves through social media. Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber, two women linked by years of speculation, subtle tension, and public curiosity, found themselves face to face for the first time in months. What began as a simple night of glamour turned into what fans are calling the silent standoff, a moment so charged that even those present described it as palpable. For years, the relationship between Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber has been the subject of intense public fascination. Fans have followed every subtle Instagram post, every comment, every indirect message that might suggest a deeper story between them. Though both women have publicly denied any feud, the internet has refused to let the narrative go. Their connection, through Justin Bieber, has remained an open wound in pop culture, a triangle of love, heartbreak, and personal growth played out on the world stage. The secret LA event, intended as a private fundraiser for a children's foundation, suddenly became ground zero for Hollywood's most dissected interaction. Eyewitnesses reported that both arrived within minutes of each other. Selena, dressed in an elegant black velvet gown that shimmered under the chandeliers, carried herself with calm confidence. Her team appeared relaxed, chatting casually with event organizers. Moments later, Hailey entered wearing a sleek silver satin dress, simple but impossibly sophisticated. She greeted a few friends, including Kendall Jenner, and appeared composed. But once the two women were in the same room, the mood shifted. Conversation hushed, glances exchanged. People who had attended dozens of celebrity gatherings before claimed they had never felt such palpable tension between two guests. At first, the two avoided eye contact. They lingered at opposite ends of the room, surrounded by their respective circles of friends. Photographers were instructed not to take pictures inside, yet word spread instantly through whispers and discreet phone recordings. The event staff, aware of the potential media storm, moved quickly to ensure that no uncomfortable encounter was caught on camera. Still, guests couldn't help but notice the undercurrent of unspoken energy between the two. "You could feel it," one attendee later told an insider outlet. "It was like the air froze when they looked in each other's direction." As the evening continued, Selena maintained her usual warmth, posing for photos and engaging in conversation with executives and fellow artists. Her demeanor reflected grace, yet some noticed moments when her smile faded as her gaze drifted toward the other side of the hall. Hailey, meanwhile, remained poised but noticeably less social than usual. Though she laughed with Kendall and a few mutual friends, those nearby said her focus often seemed divided, her eyes scanning the crowd. At one point, both women found themselves at the bar at the same time. No words were exchanged, but their brief acknowledgement, a subtle nod, perhaps involuntary, set the room abuzz. That single moment, though brief, became the night's defining image in the minds of everyone who witnessed it. Social media exploded within hours. By dawn, hashtags like #SelenaHailey standoff and #Gomez vs Bieber wives were trending globally. Fan accounts began piecing together timelines, speculating whether the encounter had been orchestrated or accidental. Some argued it was merely coincidence, two high-profile women attending the same charity gala. Others believed it was a calculated PR move meant to reignite media interest in both of their projects. Regardless of motive, the effect was undeniable. The internet had its latest obsession. In the following days, both women posted cryptic updates that fans interpreted as veiled responses. Selena shared a serene photo caption, "Peace comes from within," while Hailey uploaded a monochrome image of a sunset, writing only clarity. Neither mentioned the event directly, yet the timing was impossible to ignore. Celebrity gossip outlets immediately picked up the story, dissecting every word and pixel for hidden meaning. Analysts and entertainment insiders speculated that both were engaging in image control, using subtle messaging to defuse public tension without addressing it head-on. Behind the scenes, industry whispers suggested that the encounter had been more uncomfortable than either woman wanted to admit. Sources close to the organizers said that there had been last-minute adjustments to the seating arrangement to prevent them from being placed at the same table. When a group photo was proposed by the host, both politely declined to participate simultaneously, avoiding the possibility of a joint image. It was clear that despite public efforts to appear at peace, deep discomfort remained between them. The complicated history between Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber traces back over a decade, intertwined with the public saga of Justin Bieber. Selena and Justin's on-again, off-again relationship had defined an era of young Hollywood romance. When Justin later married Hailey, fans divided sharply into two camps, those loyal to Selena and those who supported Hailey's marriage. Despite both women asking for peace and denouncing online bullying, social media wars continued to rage. Every public appearance, every post, every interaction between them became a battlefield for fan theories. The silent standoff was simply the latest chapter in a story that refused to fade. Some insiders believe that both women are victims of the narrative, trapped in a rivalry constructed by outsiders. Over the years, they have both spoken about mental health and the harmful effects of online comparison. Selena, through her foundation and her documentary My Mind and Me, has openly discussed her struggles with anxiety and self-image. Hailey has similarly used her platform to address mental health awareness, often speaking about the pressures of fame and online criticism. Yet, despite these shared experiences, the public seems unable to separate them from the drama. At the LA event, what might have been a normal evening became a magnified symbol of unresolved tension and celebrity myth-making. The small, silent moments between them, averted gazes, subtle gestures, quiet composure, spoke volumes. They did not need to argue or exchange harsh words. The entire world projected meaning onto their silence. The more they tried to stay composed, the more people imagined hidden emotions beneath the surface. Media analysts noted how the encounter represented something larger, the fascination with female rivalry in entertainment culture. Whenever two prominent women share a history linked to the same man, the public often frames their relationship through competition. The Selena-Hailey narrative has thrived on this dynamic, even when both women actively resist it. Their mere presence in the same space fuels headlines. It reflects how the entertainment industry, and by extension audiences, often feed on contrast, light versus dark, calm versus storm, victim versus villain. In the days after the event, PR experts debated whether either woman should issue a statement. Some argued that remaining silent preserved dignity and avoided adding fuel to the fire. Others believed that addressing the rumors directly could prevent further misinterpretation. Both camps seemed to understand that any comment could reignite the controversy rather than end it. Thus, silence once again became their chosen response, strategic, controlled, and open to interpretation. Meanwhile, the media continued to amplify the story. Tabloids released alleged eyewitness accounts claiming the two shared a moment of icy politeness. Celebrity podcasts replayed these accounts with dramatic narration. Fan channels edited clips from past interviews side by side, looking for emotional cues or perceived shade. Every movement was turned into content, dissected in millions of comments and speculative videos. The more both women tried to move forward with their individual lives, the more the world insisted on linking them together. Industry insiders noted that the incident coincided with crucial periods for both celebrities. Selena was preparing for the next phase of her beauty brand's global expansion and finalizing production for her upcoming music projects. Hailey was developing new campaigns for her skincare line and navigating the evolving image of her public persona. The timing of the gala meant that any attention, positive or negative, would inevitably influence their brands. It demonstrated how, in modern celebrity culture, even unplanned encounters become marketing moments, shaping careers and public perception in unpredictable ways. The public reaction also revealed the double standard applied to women in the spotlight. Had two male celebrities attended the same event and ignored each other, it might have gone unnoticed. But when women are involved, especially with shared romantic history, the narrative instantly becomes emotional, dramatic, and personal. Commentators pointed out how both Selena and Hailey had spent years proving themselves beyond their relationships, yet one glance at a charity event could overshadow all that progress. Inside sources described the rest of the evening as uneventful, but observers could not shake the intensity of that initial encounter. Some said it felt like an invisible line had been drawn across the room, dividing not just guests but worlds, Hollywood's past and present, heartbreak and healing, personal truth and public image. When the night ended, both women departed separately, avoiding photographers. Hailey left through a side exit with her team, while Selena stayed briefly to thank the hosts before quietly slipping away into the Los Angeles night. The aftermath continued to dominate headlines for weeks. Talk shows debated whether the women had truly moved on or whether deeper feelings still lingered beneath their calm exteriors. Every new post, appearance, or project from either of them was interpreted through the lens of the standoff. Even months later, fan communities continued to discuss that single evening as if it were an episode of an ongoing series. For the media, it became the perfect story, beautiful, mysterious, and unresolved.